Alrighty. Waiting for everything to come live. There we go. How we doing, everyone? Hope you are doing well. I was going to say this Wednesday, but it's not Wednesday yet. I don't think. Oh no, it is Wednesday. Yes, it is Wednesday. Don't even know what day it is. I thought it wasn't Tuesday again, but apparently, I'm completely confused. Hey, Ethan, how you doing? Got my coffee and all the good stuff. Yeah, I'm back on the coffee again. Alrighty, so we left it last time in the middle of a very bad tide. Yeah, there's that's flowing right through the beaver town, which is well, it's killed everything. It's a bit of a problem. We should have enough. There's only what 11 beavers, so there should be enough food and water to survive the rest of the bad tide. But it does mean that we've got to recover everything afterwards. It also, actually also means that we're going to lose. Oh no, those will be okay. We won't lose those. A lot of these, yeah, it's dried out. It's dead from contamination. So everything here will be dead. Yeah, I think that no, yeah, those are already dead from contamination. Yeah, they're going to be dead from contamination. It's just bad things all round. It's very Wednesday. It sure is. What do we got for science? Not much. Let's unpause you. I don't think anyone's going to work there. I'm going to lower that down. Just to deprioritize it anyway. Those are paused. You're cracking on with that. Okay, so we're getting paths done. Yep, we've got access to here now. Very good. Funny man, how's it going? Hello. Pretty good, pretty good. I remembered it was Wednesday, so all things are doing well. I want to make sure they don't go down there and start building. Oh, I mean, the stairs there are they're going to stop them from going into the bad water. What I really need to do is at least work on a floodgate here to divert bad water around. I think that's the priority for now. That was the thing I was just looking at before. I think that's the first priority for today. Otherwise, other things we need to do really just need to get science done, really. We need to push potatoes, get a proper tree farm going, and a tree industry going. Maybe grow some trees up there. No, no, there's dry up there. We can't do that. Grow trees over here. Expand the crops over here, keep the food up nice and proper. There's all those things to get into firmly into mid-game as we sip coffee. I have still cut back. I don't drink the afternoon coffee anymore. So what do we need for that? We need like 150, 250. I mean, realistically, yeah, it needs to be a double floodgate along here. How wide is? Oh wait, this is getting both of these are contributing to the bad water. So yeah, it'd be nice to actually divert this eventually. Maybe have that. That could actually be potentially a pretty decent power source too. Potentially, although I tend to like using these for power sources anyway. That is.
Strange new streaming time. Too bad I have to go to bed.
Hey, Tugger Bear with the 82-month sub. Strange new stream time indeed. This is going back to the olden days, this one. The very olden days. Oh, there's Ruin there too. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to be here a little more often now. Which is a bit unfortunate for some time zones. But yeah, I mean, I'm actually starting a bit later. I want to start earlier. But thank you again for that sub and enjoy your rest as you head off to bed. I wouldn't encourage. I mean, On the one hand, I would encourage bedtime screen time, but on the same time, you really shouldn't do that. It's not a good thing. As much as beneficial as sleeping viewers is, yeah, don't do that. Maybe after switching time, this is actually, I think this is the better time zone already. It drives it deeper into the night after summertime switches off here. I was going to say switch on, but no, we're already in summertime. So it'll be when summertime goes away here. So yeah, it's not great. The Australia to European time difference is not great, no matter which way you put it. All right, so we want a bit of a path going up Zatave. I might actually, instead of doing it that, I'll go make it nice and square. You know, increase the distance. Although I think it doesn't actually make much difference in the scheme of things. Yeah, stupid round earth. Why can't it be hexagonal or donut shaped? Toroidal, even? What's that? A Mobius strip. That's what you want. Earth needs to be a Mobius strip. We're down to 56 water, but we are nearly at the end of the bad tide season. Need water. Like that. We need to unpause you. Get you built, because we're going to need a lot more inventors. It needs to be flat. Oh, you don't want to go deep into the flat Earth theories and the disk theories, and it gets weird. It gets really weird. And life comes back. All right, we need to unpause you. We need to crank out. Yeah, we need more farmers there. Pause you. Pause you. Unpause you. We're going to need to be working hard to really well, you're not really useful there. Log cutters, not really useful again. The priority is food. We need food. Everything is better. That is true. Things are a bit chaotic at the minute in the outside of the escapist reality of this post-apocalyptic beaver future, where there are 6 foot tall beavers colonizing the world. What are we up to? We've got 11 beavers now. Good, good. I think all of the named beavers have also died off already. They do not last long. Yeah, we need to get all that built. That'll be a nice early power source. Because this thing, I suppose it does open up when... Is that the only one, actually? Hmm. Yeah, that's the only guaranteed power source, so... Yeah, because when you put a bad water discharge onto it, you can have it permanently open, and I think it still outputs in a drought once you put it on there and open. I don't actually remember. Stream next few days as well? Should be, yeah. Not Friday, though. It should be tomorrow, but not Friday. And then Saturday, very likely. Yeah, something like that. Depends if I get work interruptions or not, because Friday's a work interruption. I mean, oh, run well. Too much. How did you spend time in? Oh, balls. Well, that's inconvenient. It's kind of a damned if you do and damned if you don't, really. That one. Time off work, otherwise you'd lose vacation days. Oh, there you go. Perfect time. Well, we are pumping up the beavers, so like the number of beavers that we have. So I mean, losing a few to bad water is not the end of the world. Oh, we even have jobless beavers. That's quite extraordinary. Right, let's continue our lumbering endeavours over there. They're not going to change anytime soon. I'm actually tempted. What is it? 8, 6, yeah, oaks. Maybe just convert a few of these to oaks, just to help get some more long-term growth with the, the logs. Because logs are just going to be the biggest bottleneck for the longest time. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Is it, even though this is partially contaminated, it's going to be a problem. What do we need for the impermeable floor? Oh, metal. Okay, so that's not going to happen anytime soon then. Yeah, it'd be good to get this up and running though, because I really want to not have to rely on power wheels. How are we doing for crops? We're getting water. Just sort of letting things happen for the minute. What else can we do? We could, 250. I mean, what do we got? 130. We need 250 for the double floodgate. That's sort of my priority. My main priority is really just starting to, uh, try and divert the bad water away. I mean, we can manage a drought. That's fine. I would like more. Oh yeah, we do have a dam there. That's fine. Ideally, potentially even a dam back here to isolate the bad water that comes out. That would be good as well. The advantage too of actually potentially damming up all of this here. Oh, actually, I didn't realize before, but this is actually 2 tiles high. So I, if anything, want a single floodgate. In Sisyphus, we are indeed beavering. Yeah, so what I realized is I need a... Yeah, oh, I still need a double floodgate. Yeah, so we need 250 of that. Got no logs. Just got to grind away the thingies as we go. Yeah, so double floodgate on here and here. And, well, in theory, this can only be a single floodgate. On the one hand, oh, science is basically free anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, floodgate here to bypass the... Oh, wait, that's still a tile high. Yeah, that's contaminated anyway. Maybe I should just go, just be more ambitious with the water diversions. And really just, like, properly redirect it. Ah, those are long distant me problems. Alright, so we're growing some carrots. Potatoes are coming along. Oh, those are still going. Okay then. And actually realised those two down there were still active. What I might do is get rid of that one and then unpause this one. What does your coverage look like? Not great. Nothing more permanent than a temporary solution? That is true. That is very true. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Not a lumberjack flag, we need a lumber mill. But I need to shuffle it over slightly. And can you actually run power wheel? So I already put the thingy here. I don't know if this is a thing that I can run. I mean, you're just logs anyway, so let's try it. I'm actually wondering if you can run the power up underneath. Just run that there. Because that'd be really cool if it could do that. Alright, so storage. I always forget what holds what. And I think planks are still a small storage. Yeah, that's fine. It used to be I'm pretty sure it used to be what went into well, everything went into a warehouse except for logs, which went in the log pile initially. But it's as the storage update came through, then that sort of changed. Oh, calm down. We don't want to drop into the menu. All right, so that is that. Right, you can be paused. I'm just going to let you. It released some water. It's kind of funny. Only kind of funny. It's not really that amusing. Right. So we need to prepare this area here for tree planting. Now to maximize space, I'm going to put a forester on top of a platform. You know, I don't want to waste precious space that could be used for trees. You know, that space is for trees, not for the forester building. It's a little more expensive. You know, it needs some planks and all that, but it's worth doing. Let's get rid of you. I do still want the power wheel, but I'm going to get rid of it from there. I mean, it's only like the second time we built that, so it's the third time. Have I figured out if beavers chuck more wood than a woodchuck can chuck? Senya, how you doing? I haven't yet. I mean, beavers definitely can chuck wood. Well, they more sort of chew wood than chuck wood. How you interpret that is entirely up to you. Wow, that's still spewing stuff. That's real interesting. Does this thing like regurgitate? Because it regurgitates bad water, is it spewing over the top when it puts it? Yeah, you see, there's a little kathunk every time it pumps. Some intensive pumping if he's like he sucks it down and then thunks it back up again, and that's why it's spilling over the top. You have nothing to do in the area. We should do something about that. I should actually pay attention and finish things. That's generally a good thing. It's generally a good thing to do. I would like it very much if you cleaned up the rubble, please. Two beavers who don't know what to do with themselves. Got one. There you are. So you're now a drain on society on account of the fact that they're contaminated. And this is kind of an annoying thing with bad water, is that the only way to really fix that is with where is it? The science. Nope, I forget where it is. Shower, medical bed, contemplation spot, Lido, herbalist. Oh, that's right. You're herbalists again. The herbalist was reintroduced. It used to be both used to need the decontamination bath, but you can use you got the herbalist back. Unfortunately, this thing needs years, which we're not at yet. Nearly got enough for the double floodgate though. That's sort of my priority. I want to try and mitigate the effects of a bad tide first. Right, you're demolishing that. Very good. I'm going to want a thingy here somewhere to make you actually useful. Unfortunately, I'm not sure where to actually put it. Not really a convenient spot for it. Feels like one of those future me problems that costs me in the long run. Because yeah, if I need is a shaft or two. Then the thingy gets in the way. It's actually really annoying. So now I need dynamite to get rid of that now. I think yeah, that's the way to go. Just run the thingy here, and then run this around it. I mean, it's temporary. It's fine. It's temporary. You go there. Like, gets the job. There's enough room for a gear workshop, and then it can run the power shaft around, and then more stuff over here, and then everything is fine and right with the world again. Let's pause you. It's actually decontaminated the water there. Game needs picks to us to slowly dig until you get kabooms. I want kabooms now. I remember when the demo used to give you free kabooms. It was great. It's actually funny because you just use it to dig singular holes into the into your first behind your first dam, and so when the dam dries up, there's still a little trench which can keep your crops alive. I don't think they quite accounted for that exploit. It was pretty funny. I mean, we could pump up the well-being. It wouldn't hurt. But first things first is double floodgate, of which we have now. So there's quite a few logs and planks and things, which is a bit of an issue. I'm going to run it right along there at the narrowest point. And then, what are you for? 4 and 4, that's right. Yeah, the platforms, it is more economical to... excellent. We've got that now. It's more economical to have more of them than less of them. Oh, to have the taller ones than use lots of flat ones. Because if I was go triple, then it's 12 planks versus only 4. When did beaver get contaminated? They wandered into here when it was still a little contaminated. It was a mixture of water and bad water. And that was after the bad tide finished, which is kind of impressive. Oh, we have some potatoes too. And we have a finished coffee. Coffee bean has been finished. I'm going to pause you. We are on hard mode, so do need to keep an eye on the supplies. Like carrots, we're fully stonked on those. I do need I really need to get the trees out of here, which means building these. Oh yeah, they'll get built because when the close ones are done. That's done too. Excellent. You know what? Get rid of all of that. Yeah, like all of this is just going to be trees. A never-ending thirst for carrots, never-ending need for carrots. Where are we? Plants, trees, and bushes. Oaks. Where do you stop? There. Like that. Pine. Well, something like that. Probably make most of it pine, and I'll grab a chuck a couple of loggers over here, and maybe some attached over there. Like that there. Ah, they're building things. Excellent. Oh, we don't want to do that. Alright, you don't need to do anything anymore because the bad water is going to do the work for us. As a consequence, though, we're going to need you to... That's not good. That's very not good. Alright, we... Could you... That is true. I always forget that's a thing. Oh, it's got its logs. It was something that people say you can also do with small warehouses. I always see it. Ah, broken tooth. That one is easy to fix, however. Tooth grinder right there. What's the benefit of each of these things? I always forget where it is. There's a way to hover over something and it tells you what the different stats mean. I always forget where it is. Like it tells you what the plus bonus is. Like the wet fur and the that one's socialized, campfire. Yeah, they're all different. Nope, go across, not up. I am sort of digging into the area that I was saving for for uh, aesthetic components. You know, like the where is it? The decoration. Yeah, like the shrub and things. So you can get them. I suppose I can do it behind as well. On a path or something behind, and just put them behind, and then it covers the lodges. It also means putting that there means that they can't get the rooftop bonus. But small details. Got logs, but you don't have potato. Yeah, potatoes. Right, let's finish. Oh, they're actually building that. Nice. Things are happening very quickly right now. Things are speeding up. Yeah, I want some pine. I'll transition these over to maples eventually, or oaks eventually. In fact, oaks. A few more of these oaks. Because I need some fast growing stuff, and then as well as that, invest in some longer term stuff. Ah, potatoes are ready. You're doing logs. You're doing logs. Wow, we're pretty well stocked on logs. Yeah, we got carrots and potatoes now. You're holding grilled spatterdock. You're holding spatterdock. You're holding berries. I don't want to overcommit on storage just yet. Medium warehouse. Chuck it. It's actually a good point too, as I haven't started on Spatterdock. Getting ready for that happiness ding that's about to hit. Ooh, yes, we should get one soon. Oh, I need to get the platforms before that first. Yeah, it just went down again. Uh, oh yeah, grilled potatoes. We should get another one. Campfire's quite poor. How's the performance of the camp? It's really weird. Like a lot of, I suppose I am pushing the work schedule pretty hard, and that's why they're always like hungry and not getting their social needs satisfied. Right, that's the end of that. So you're done. Ah, damn it. Don't plant that there. I planted them there. I suppose, since I already mentioned it, just go there and there. Flank on either side with some loggers. Pair of them like that there. Excellent. Things are happening very quickly right now. What do you need? You need 100 to get the gears going. But I really need to get the platform. So my... Oh, crap. That's not good. Yep. I think from memory this needed... Yeah, medium tank needs gears. So I'm like... Getting into gears needs a large log supply. A fairly decent amount needs to be invested to make it happen. Let's bring that up. That should... Yeah, it's killed off the inventor. So I'm sort of getting to the point where I need to build more inventor huts. And the reason being, I mentioned this before, is that, and you'll see me do this in all the other games that I played, is whenever there's an excess of workers, it means that they can just contribute to science. They're fairly cheap to build, they're not particularly efficient, but it just means that they're contributing something instead of being idle. I say it's fairly efficient. It's what, 12, 24, 36, 48 logs. It's just a bit more than a wheel's worth. I mean, they could be contributing society using a wheel instead. But yeah. Alright. I'm somewhat expecting some more harsh bad tides and droughts soon. To continue to expand our storage here. The number of times I've been caught out by it just goes from one building to the next. The number of times I've been caught out by very bad seasons in hard mode is all too real. Yeah, you can stay for now. We do have a lot of logs. Yeah, because we're bottlenecked on the platform now. Probably to the point where I'm not actually storing. Oh wow, yeah, because we've got so many logs, we can just crank these water storages out. You and you and you. I wish there was a copy paste button. There probably is a copy paste button. I just never noticed it. It's like the most underutilized button is this thing here. It's all the way up there, tucked in the corner, out the way. No wonder you can't use it. No wonder no one can use it. What are we, less than a day away now. Efficiency at 37%. That's so bad. Spending most of their time not doing anything. Excellent, you're 100%. We're at 17 beavers now. So what is that? That is 40 food a day. So for like a 10-day thingy, I need 400 water, 400 food. So I nearly have that in food stored. So I need bigger storage. Okay. Okay. I was sort of trying to avoid doing this because I really want the large warehouse, which isn't entirely unachievable. Might only commit to a few of them. In fact, if I'm doing temporary, what I should be doing is putting them here, out of the way, because then I can demolish them and put them somewhere more sensible. And I've got to eventually figure out what the long-term plan for this map is. What do we want to do? I don't have a specific idea in mind, as such. Would kill for a copy paste and mass selection. So you could highlight all the tanks and mark for a specific result. That would be amazing. Colonel Niff just got home from work. A stream killer. Stream. Yeah. I got some free time in the mornings now, so I can be at this time, which is a bit more nominally a bit more convenient for people. I'm going to let you pump your water. So 7.9 days is a lot of days. Dead. Right, you need to harvest that in a hurry. I'm just going to let these guys pump until they can't pump no more. It's afternoon in real people time. For now. I went 3 a.m. back. Yeah, see, it's slowing down. Slowing down. They're still getting something out of it. Astonishingly. I don't know where the water's coming from. Yeah, I think they're donezo now. There you go, all the trees. A lot of brown water. It is. Platforms. We can has these now, finally. Go. Go there and you go there. Paving that. Like so. Yeah, so what happens is whenever there's a bad tide, this is we're downstream of JD's shower. That's what the bad tide is. Oh, I forgot about you. You can get out of here. Yeah, see, they're filling up the inventor hut now. Likewise, I think you've harvested everything you can. You demolish those. Just crank out some science. I am worried about water supply. Food isn't so bad, but yeah, water supply right now is a bit of a worry. Poor JD. He's not here to defend himself. I suppose worst case scenario, I could harvest some berries. Exile yeah, I need to do that. All right. Let's we're sending the contaminated beaver to the rehabilitation center. Rehabilitation center. Hang on. There we go. I forget which button's which. There we go. There we go. You'll be better in no time. We'll just scroll over here for now. Are we still maxed out for workplaces? Oh, logs go. We were full of logs for a while there. It's probably no. It hasn't absorbed into that. It's just amazing how quickly you go from having logs to not having logs. Alrighty. In fact, they do act as carriers when they're not doing anything, so that's fine. Really just a matter of riding it out now and seeing what happens, I think. Oh, we do have a storage there. What do we have? 4 days and just fallen under 200 water. Ah. You store more, actually, what are you storing? Badadoc. You never actually got wood. So this should really be storing potatoes. Redicus is here. Hello. And you can store potatoes at the grilled type. Zero out of 5. Well, you can't run because you don't have logs anyway. I'm actually surprised that this hasn't kicked in because we do have access to the rooftop terrace now. Just locked out of work. It's almost midnight here. That's a late the late shift. Yeah, it's all sort of ground to oh, actually, pause, and build that, please. Just realised. There's a few trees that we can harvest. You need. Oh, you got the planks. I'm gonna pause that and just focus the stuff on logs and the log supply. Yeah, most of these are going to die out by the looks of things. Stay shift, long story, but if you'll abuse and if I let anyone else take over, it will be worse. Ah. When the only one that can get things done. I know that feeling. I suppose I did sink a decent amount of it into these, and not much point building them. On the plus side, we've got 455, nearly 500 water now. So, I don't want to unlock a triple platform just yet. I do want, kind of want the large storage, but realistically, oh, that's treated planks. I was trying to think what I was doing the gymnastics by saying, what's the catch? What's the catch? And the answer is lots of stuff. All right, we need gears unlocked. Paper and all that economy is a little ways off. I can't unlock that yet. Observatory needs. Oh, you need a lot of stuff. Well-being. Meh. Decoration. Yeah, maybe. Shrub is easy. Sure. Any deaths on this save so far? Mostly from old age. Really wish you could fully trust anyone else at work. Just go rest, but all the people, all such people. Oh, yep. The death spiral. Sad but true. I was worried that the lantern was going to take metal. Because usually when I build these, it's the end game and I don't really think about it, but yeah. 2k. Yeah, now I just need to save up some more stuff. Zipline, that's the killer feature of, that's the new thing for this update. We're a little ways off that yet, and maybe save up for the big storage. Focus on big storage. And Bold Viking is doing his Viking raid. It's quite literal, really. It's like Twitch was set up for a Viking raid, as it is. How you doing? Welcome. A rare opportunity for a Viking to raid a koala. It's nothing to do in range. Oh, fine. Get out of here then. Get homeless. Hey, Glacier. Well, Nature. Hey, how you doing? How's things? Things are very warm today. It's what's today going to be? It's like 35 or something. It's going to be a hot one today. So, Welshie, coming on in, raiding on in. What are we up to, Mr. Viking? First name Bold? That sounds kind of weird, but... yeah, what are we up to? I didn't actually get to see... I haven't actually seen what we're up to lately. I'm just typing on my phone, trying to get the temperature for today. Ah, Ultra Cube again.
How it can be that much?
How can it be that much? 56 months? That's a lot of months. 34 today. There's 26 right now. Building too big again, as always. I know the pain. Oh, AK, you can also do /shoutout, and then the name. And that's the official Twitch way of doing it now. Alright, so we're 0.7, we're right on the margins of water. We are struggling. We are struggle bussing the water. Down to 17 beavers. We have to push it down a little bit. Yeah. The official way of doing it that has a cooldown. Technically, the Nightbot way has a cooldown as well. It's just the cooldown's 5 seconds. You can't change the Twitch way. The official way is a little bit nicer. I mean, it's however many decades late, but the official way of doing it pops up a little thing where you can click the follow button. So it is actually pretty good. Ah, look at that. We got the first layer going. Oh, mercifully, the bad tide's over. Alright, as life returns to the lands, we can now start farming again. Alright, so we're gonna that's button. Deallocate that. I'm gonna harvest whatever leftover trees there are, and then we're gonna plant potatoes in their place. This dude's a VIP? Yeah, apparently at some point he gained a VIP. He used to raid quite regularly. Where does it actually say where the VIP? I didn't know the list was public. I mean, I never really thought about it. I didn't actually know. I've not actually looked at it. Oh, it's Flash VIPs. So I don't know, because there was so few commands for so long. I just never really used them. So what does it actually say? Oh yeah. VIPs are full. I sort of stopped really using. Whoops, I need to get that back in window. I just realized it was paused. Yeah, sort of VIP. So the reason VIPs existed was for things like the pretzel bot, and for when people were doing for guests on stream to give them higher powers, and for like when people would do game promotions and they would have representative from the game in chat, you would give them like you didn't want to give them full moderator control. Like before VIP, you had two levels of moderation. You had a regular user and then moderator. You didn't really have anything in between. And by giving, say, like a marketing person from a game that you're promoting VIP access, it gives them the equivalent of a regular under Nightbot, which excludes it from the filtering. But not everyone uses Nightbot or whatever bot in hand. Yeah, it's meant for oh crap. I forgot to unpause those. uh, Whoopsie. I might need a third water pumper very soon. So yeah, it was meant for people promoting games and things like that. For people that didn't need full moderator status but needed a level of privilege. Yep, so they should be satiating themselves fairly quickly. Now, crops. Right mouse buttoning. That's the captain of industry shining through, I think. Probably what I should be doing is popping one like down here. Down here? Yeah, down here. Because I need to get a dam around here so I have another omnipresent water source. Potentially even up here. Once I get the dam built up here, that would be a decent water source. We're up to 436 again, so I'm comfortable unlocking that. So yeah, you could pop like a big water pump up here. I'm going to set those as low priority. So it's just sort of earmarking what I want to do up there. How many more people here than YouTube Live? Um, Apparently YouTube says 5, but 5 is a bit here and there. It like there are it only counts viewers if they're in some way interacting with the site, and then it becomes a detached user. It's the same with the chatters. It doesn't count them in a particular. The way it counts is funny. Whereas Twitch is a little bit over generous. Thankfully, Twitch doesn't count bots anymore. Otherwise, it'd be like 100. Oh, it's a bit unfair. It counts uh, bots and unregistered accounts. Twitch used to count bots and unregistered accounts, or known bots and unregistered accounts that are just sitting in channel. It's a lot better at that now. Oh, Weekend has the big storage now. Oh, I also completely forgot. Where is it? The gear workshop. Right about there. Not that I really have any logs to get it done, but yeah, we'll try our best. This is why I wanted. Uh, uh, I wanted another log water pumper. Worried about this happening. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough. Well, I can continue pumping this. It doesn't matter, but I'm not catching up very quickly. Can't edit Twitch. No, once it's done, it's done. Who was the last one staying? Okay, Ben, why the water disappears here? Oh, sorry, I was rambling on about other stuff. So the game gives you a few like channels to sort of entice you into doing certain things. So the game has given you this nice little obvious bypass for bad tide, which is what I'm sort of working towards right now, is using that as a bypass. So I put a floodgate here, and it means I can run the bad water around this area and keep this area decontaminated. This bad water source still exists, so everything downstream of this is still going to be contaminated. So I still need something to bypass it anyway. But because of the latest or the last update, you sort of got the this sort of overhang implying that I can push it across or over this way using or is it impermeable floors and the as of the last game overhangs. It's called bad. So this stuff is called bad water. This red stuff. It's called bad water. It's a highly. It's sort of like toxic. It's this toxic concoction of metals that chemicals that comes out of the ground. As you can see, as a result, it causes this crackling on the ground, which is groundwater contamination. Anything that is exposed to that contamination is near instantly killed. That's why bad tides running through here is so bad, is that not only does it so bad water doesn't hydrate the ground, it does the opposite and contaminates it. So when the ground is hydrated and green, you can grow things. When it dries out, things can still grow. Like over here, see these are just on the edge of the hydrated area, but they're still growing and healthy. Where the bad water's like over here, because this is far enough away from the contamination, these blueberries are still going strong. The close blueberries, see, they've died due to contamination, so they've been close enough to the contamination that then pretty much insta-kills the plants. Same over here, see, these are close enough to be insta-killed by contamination. These only dry out, so they're still surviving. I can pause you again now. Alright, we're slowly gaining some water. You need to flip around that way. We need a little itty bitty path just along there. We didn't mean to do that, but here we are. And I want to high prioritize that into priority now. Speaking of, I thought yeah, they are marked. They're just not being planted yet. Cyclomatic coming in with that raid. How you doing? G'day, Wolf. Hello, good evening. Good morning and good evening. Time for bed for you, Fallen Angel? Alright, have a good one. See you next time. Do you remember when you played last? A ton has changed? Oh, yeah. Hey, Silent Storm, Cyclomatic, how are you doing? Oh, you're playing Out of Ore. Nice. That's that mining game. I'm vaguely familiar with that one. Only vaguely familiar. I think I looked at it and I saw a few people play it. It's like there was another game that I played, Gold Rush. If I remember rightly, it's like that. But it's multiplayer and a bit more freeform, whereas Gold Rush was a little bit grindy and samey. It was kind of enjoyable though. It's called something else now though, I'm pretty sure. No, not you. You. Gold mining sim. Yeah, it's not called Gold Rush. Yeah, still see, it's Gold Rush the game on the cards still, on the achievements still. But yeah, because they lost the license to the Gold Rush franchise, because this was based on a TV, like a reality TV series. And I think they lost the license to it like a year or two ago. Yeah, they're all thirsty now. How are we doing? 4 out of 12, 6 out of 12. Alright, and you need to be slightly higher. I might actually raise these up to maximum priority, because I will make use of most of the priorities eventually. Ooh, a Michelle. Did I play a game about digging a hole? No. In all honesty, I tend not to play meme games like that. Yeah, there we go. Free those resources for, I said that to bread. You're all full of potatoes, aren't you? Yeah. Right, you. Gears, and you also be gears. All no good to me. We are 11 jobs short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what's left? Unfulfilled. You need to be up by 1. You're redundant now. Oh, you went in the inventor. What are the missing jobs? Workplace, that's no beaver. Inventor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, district center. No. I'm slightly confused. What's missing? Is the lumber? No, lumber mill. Lumber mill shouldn't count because, yeah, because it's paused. It's already accepting. So what are the last 2 jobs? They're all 1. The big pumpers 2. I have no idea. I'm just going to leave them to keep pumping. Yeah, 8 point. I didn't actually pay attention to what the start time was, but yeah, it's starting to ramp up. It's just jonk. Sucks it dry. Yeah, I don't want to expand the colony much more than what we have now. Uh, just because things are going to start ramping up. That is true. I was sort of ignoring that. That's... Yeah, okay. Trait Mojo is confused. Thanks to the keyboard. That's never happened before. Usually there's a reason for it, but interestingly, that one didn't really have a reason for it. The gorilla doesn't have a reason to exist just yet. That's a lot of berries that have disappeared. Tell you what, you go harvest some berries, please. Berries are very much the backup supply of food. If nothing else, like when you have the bare minimum of more than enough carrots, berries will sit idle. Like the beavers will actively avoid eating berries. They're like the food of last resort. I'm pretty sure they don't have a well, they have basic hunger, whereas like berries don't have any kind of specific nutrition. So the beavers will always go for these over berries because yeah, they offer zero nutrition. Alright, so the next step that we're going to need to get into is the aquatic farm. You only have 2. And I'll pop another one on the other side or something. Not landscaping. Pavens. A little something like that. Actually, shuffle it over to there, say. And we can do that and that. But I don't really see much necessary of that until the bad water can be diverted. So I don't want beavers getting down in here just yet. And then eventually, where are we? Spatterdock. Start planting spatterdock in here. Sounds like a look at that. That's the filtered bad water. Yeah, because they've been slowly filtering out the bad water. They've been converting the good water into bad water. That's why I need to get the pumpers out of there and up here somewhere. And yeah, potentially, ideally, would be somewhere like here. Yeah, maybe a little bit further back, somewhere like there. I mean, I could use small warehouses, but I'm not going to. And I'll just leave that as a long-term project to exist in the background. And there we go. Yeah, that'll just give a little bit more water here. Potentially even break into this as well. River or a valley? It's a bit of both, really. This map is called Meander, and so the idea is that there's 2 water sources up here. So there's one on this big what used to be a canal, and then a main water source here, which is part of the original. This is part of the later updates, and it sort of guides you into building some blockages here so that you can divert the bad water around the this sort of valley. And this is meant to be your sort of development area. I think the long-term thing that I want to do is, because you can now in this update, is build a bunker base. I think that's what I want to do. I think we did also sort of talk about it previously. All right, your trees are starting to mature, so you can start nomming them down. Ah, you've sucked that dry. I didn't even catch it. I want to see what dried out first. Thankfully, we've got 387 for 3.7 days with 18 beavers. I've nearly said 17, or about to say 17, but no, it's 18 beavers, which is it's still around. I'm still aiming for around 40 per day of water, because that's. I need to look this up to confirm. I'm pretty sure it's 2 water per beaver per day, which means 18. Round it up to 20 to make the mental gymnastics easier. So 40 per day per beaver per for the colony per day. So for 3 days, it's 120 water. So we've got double what's needed. As they basically nearly one of these tanks a day. Would like to try and get that going. Meavers, you're not supposed to be doing that right now. Oh, that's why. They can't build anything else, so they're choosing to do that. This is good too. The oaks survived the bad tide and were able to grow up. 3 water per day per beaver, I think. The estimate, one small tank, it was 1 beaver for 10 days. Yeah, that's why I need to look it up. I always remember as being or was it 2 food per beaver? Oh, the 2 food thing's kind of inaccurate because there's different nutritional values and like carrot. There it goes, finally. Grilled potatoes is what drove it over the line, of all things. Might wind that back a little bit. I'm not sure how much hours affects it. I'm pretty convinced that hours doesn't make a difference. But there's this sort of low-key implication that the more you work them, the more they consume resources. All right, so you're gonna be plain old potatoes. Again, I'm gonna lower that right down. There was something I was gonna unlock. Vertical shaft. Oh, you need gears. Windmills are actually very cheap. That's something I forget about every time. Because getting away from water power is a very good thing. Problem is that I tend to throw a lot of expense for no real good reason. Because I build a bajillion of these things, and I really shouldn't. It's a drain on resources. I think for now I'll just plop one there. I mean, it's just logs and planks. Again, you can be as minimal as possible. Let's grind up some planks with the lumber that we have. Let's get some more woodcutters going as well. Get this economy up and running. All right, things are holding steady. I think we're approaching that sort of mid-game stage where reasonably surviving, but things are. You don't want to get comfortable because things are still a little ropey. Yeah, it's just planks are the bottleneck. Planks are very much the early game bottleneck. I've never really been able to avoid it. Aha, the drought has ended. This time I'll remember to unpause them. Just as the water dries out too, conveniently. We have splashdown. As the dams slowly fill up. They actually built that? Yeah, they've got the logs for that. We're just generally pretty good on logs right now. It's fine. Yeah, I need to do something about that bad water because it's going to contaminate. I need to get them out of there. Apparently it's 2.67 food, 2.13 water per beaver per day. But if they're starving or thirsty, they take 3. Oh, okay, so it's better to say 3 then. Yeah. Alrighty. Now that this is sort of, where is it? Potato. Just make a decently large field here. I'll probably expand the carrot into there. I am slightly worried about the... Wow, that's already got 60 out of 60. Okay. Right, we're filling up the water storage. So we want to see more of the floodgates getting done. Alright, where... Beavers... yeah, wind you down to 2. You're on 2 and you're on 2. Yeah, three cycle drought. That's this one's probably going to be a rough one. Oh, I know why. Why aren't they cutting trees? Because they're not being told to cut trees. Every time. It's one of the more annoying things with this game is having to specify everything very specifically. But yeah, I don't want to push things too hard. If we have a windmill, then we shouldn't need the power, the hamster wheel anymore. Oh yeah, it's 2 tiles. Good. Yeah, so I can cram another lumber mill or something in there if I need to. Although I'd probably move them. There are other ways to deal with it. The other question is, where do I put the actual beaver town? I keep it in the middle, or we put our sunken city off to one side somewhere. Just convert the top of it. Oh, in theory, you can make the whole thing terraced farms underground as well, so we can have a whole entirely stealth city. Maybe an entirely stealth city is the way to go. %. That's pretty decent. I'm going to reduce you down further just to get more stuff chopped. Thought I saw a flooding just then. Was I just misseeing things? Was I just blindly seeing things? You can pause. So we've got 3 woodcutters. You can pause now. No. You're already unpaused. It's fine. You're stocked on logs. What's the craft rate? 0.1 of a log for each potato. And then there's a multiplication factor. Where is it? So the big pump isn't that useful to me. Start working on these soon. Maybe up here? Because I want to put water pumping up here. But I do like to distribute them around in general. I don't want to put them too far away as the drought begins. Think about it. Oh, you're not much good to me now. I mean, I do kind of need the planks. You're at 10 out of 10. What are you at? Yeah, you do need planks. Probably, if anything, try and get the windmill done. Actually, it's not a good idea, actually. Don't do that. Don't do that. What are we at? 11-day drought. Just fairly substantial. And what we want is that to be maximum. You just need planks. Yep, it's just all about the planks. Um, just trying to think of what the best strategy is for now. It's again, it's just sort of got to let things happen. It feels like planks. I need someone to get in there. Potentially stealing. You know what? I'm going to pause one of you because we've got an excess of like we're building up an excess of water, so we don't really need more pumping. So I don't want to pump in there. I want to ideally be pumping over there and over here. So yeah, barrels here and barrels over here for storing water. Maybe even over here. You sort of want two storages. You want one local to the pumper, and then you need haulers to bring it to a more central area. So with that reasoning in mind, bringing central water storage would be the way to go. It's entirely planks and gears, so it's just a burden on the economy for a long time. It's probably a bit of a waste of resources, that is, too. You know what? I'm going to declare that to be a waste of resources. I mean, it's nothing in the scheme of things. It's safe to knock another one out of there. Worst case scenario, yeah, someone's going to go into the inventor hut. Yeah, these irons are running pretty well. Yep, I only need the one now because they're basically full up on water. Got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Yeah. One for every beaver. As as one way to look at it. For every beaver you need a barrel. By the roundup logic. And because they're never always all full, it sort of works out. Hold 300. So this is worth 10 of these, that's right. Can you dig grounds? Career water to your knees? You can, yes. The problem is it's fairly deep into the game. That's a more late game strategy. So to dig the ground, you need dynamite. And then there's also double and triple. And the idea is dynamite deletes a single tile below it. 2 deletes 2 below it. 3, triple deletes 3 below it. But yeah, we'll definitely be doing that. So that's how we'll dig our underground base initially, is we'll just blow a big hole in the map. Generally reshape this mountain too, like push it back as well. All that good stuff. Use it to make irrigation ditches too. Like over here or over here. Probably over here because it's nice and flat. You can make some irrigation ditches. Maybe push the mountain range back here, back to like here. Flatten all of this, just turn it into a big irrigated area. It comes back to the original thing I was saying, where maybe even just lift flood all of this here and lift it all up a tile, so that there's 2 tiles across, two tiles of water stored here instead of 1. Let's get it deeper. They're nearly built. Amazing. It just needs logs now. This is very good. You are useless. which is good because we're getting some more Inventor Hut action. How they did it, usually such water mechanics late game a lot. The water physics in this are pretty simple. They're good, but they're still pretty simple. Oh, they've actually changed. So you used to be able to set this to nearly anything, but it seems to be rounded to 0.05 increments now. Standard is like 0.65, so I'll put it at 0.7. So that's going to be all the way down there, and that's going to be enough to back up the water here and use it as a little bit of storage. And then if there's a bad tide that comes, I'll just lift it up, and then bad water will go round. Gives access to more dead pines too. Even outside of factory automate. I mean, it's the way I like to roll. It's the way I like to roll. Even better is that there's now where is it? Sluices, which let you automatically redirect water. So eventually, I'll replace these with sluices, and so we'll automatically be redirecting the bad water away from the colony. Won't even need to manually adjust things anymore. All right, 3 days to go. Yeah, cruising pretty good. Bad water useful? Yes. Eventually, you need to. Where is it? I think it's underwater now. Yeah, there's a bad water pump. So you can pump. This one does the opposite of a regular pump. It pumps out bad water and rejects regular water. Yeah, of all things, it's the be the par thing. You actually see when you're placing down pars in late game, the game really struggles. And then where is it? Binary should be a there it is, centrifuge. Yeah, it's all been moved into water now. That makes more sense. Centrifuge. So the centrifuge takes bad water, turns it into extract. And extract is what you need to, or bad water is what you need to make dynamite. Where is... Ah, there it is, explosives factory. Yeah, so it takes bad water and turns it into explosives. Explosives used to need, what was it, extract and paper or something? You needed paper for explosives. They were quite deep into the game. And yeah, and for the deeper explosives, you then need 1 and 2 extract. Regular dynamite just needs dynamite. Double dynamite and triple needs extract. Or at least bad water pumping is needed for making the basic dynamite, and then extract for the big booms. In the Iron Teeth, the decontamination bath needs extract. Colonel Will coming in with a raid. We need some more faster. We do need to more faster. We're sort of stuck idling at the minute. Hey, it's got. Oh no, it's not got any planks yet. I mean, having said that, this beaver here is more fastering as much as he can. Look at that. This one beaver has got the wheels of in. He is the industry. How's the farm going, Will? This one beaver that's walking on this wheel, this beaver hamster wheel is the industry is industry right now. Yeah, you're not going to get anything done anytime soon. Turn not the same power generator as only. Definitely not. The there was another one that the iron teeth have, which 4 beavers can use, and it's a flat one. Beaver's keeping the colony alive. It's keeping the dream alive. Yeah, how was I assume it was Farming Sim. I thought I saw Farming Sim. Ah, excellent. The water is back. Potentially I could put down another lodge just to expand the population further. Potentially. Yeah, see, this is backing up now. It's not overflowing. Whereas this is overflowing. There it goes. What diff are we on? We're on hard mode. As a consequence, though, we're now flooding the land. So one annoying thing, once you start damming stuff, is it really gets overexcited. Because when it hit, you got this enormous amount of pressure, and as it slams in here, it ripples back and then slams in and creates this sort of standing wave and overtops everything. Alright, so you can start pumping again. Still never build a rocket on Oni. I think we are going to need to expand our housing a little bit. What are you? Oh, you're injured. Well, that's careless of you. We just like chuck a medical bed down, or then, at the very least, get them back up and running more efficiently. Can't have beavers slacking on the job, being all injured and such. Oh, I've got a decent amount of logs. We don't really need you. On-off behaviour of dam sucks. It does. It's sort of the way it is. See, it's very surgy at the minute now. The more dams, the more layers of dams you have, the more it surges up and down. Yeah, see, it's stopped flowing again, so there. Whereas here, yep, there's next lot of back pressure. It will settle itself down eventually. So rather need more workers, or more food for workers, or require more workers to farm. Yes. One way or another, I do need to get more workers up and running. It's very convenient for them because they can just hop between the two. Okay, get rid of you. Clear out that. If you have an upstream dam as well, it can get into a feedback loop. Yeah. I've had colonies where eventually... Ah, we're on a bad tide now. I've had colonies where it got so bad that every time the drought ended, the entire colony, or the lower part of the colony, would just get completely overrun with water, and it just would not drain. I'd have to drop the floodgates downstream of it to maintain it, and then just slowly bring them up to sort it out. Just keep it from just ramming back and forth. I think that one I also had a one of those mechanical lift pumps running. So it was running such that it would lift water up to the higher colony and just sort of help alleviate that surginess. Only made a mistake for many games that had much more farms than needed, so he kept harvesting instead of doing anything else. Yeah, that's a surprisingly insidious trap. Actually, on top of that, you can be unpaused now. There it is. I managed to click it eventually. Mash the button enough. You can be paused. You can start working on gears. But there's so many planes to catch up on right now. Made it past the map now? Yeah, we made it past the first that bad tide. We got things happening. I need to high prioritize you, but you can't do anything yet. Bad tide is approaching again. I'm gonna pause you. Yeah, so this game doesn't have random maps. They're you choose from a predetermined list of maps. But you can get custom maps from the workshop. We're looking at 95. We probably can pause you. And start really focusing on the industry. Because it's a bad tide, that water wheel will continue rolling. Oh, that's done too. Yeah, things are really happening now. Ah, and the gears are already flowing. You start getting the bigger storages going though. Alright, here it comes. There's the bad water. And slam. And around it goes. Yep, so we're now excellent. We're now bypassing the bad water around around the map. So we have a nice clean bit of water here. Yep, we got the floodgates done. This is very good. Oh, you've got to fill up with bad water first. Yeah, now it's starting to turn. Yeah, because it's got a backflow. That's what I want the wall here for, to stop it the bad water backflowing. Yeah, water is still limited. It's just barely pumping water now. There's still a little bit of water in there. It's not really worth the time. But, wow, that's a lot. Working on research that probably doesn't need to be working on research. Can help out with the industry. There we go, now you're cutting wood. Yeah, the next step is to start diverting this out of there by some means. Any means. We need to start thinking about metal too at some point. So we need to get a scrap metal gatherer. And work our way up there. And get the scrap metal industry up and running. No, we don't want to delete it. We want to pause it because we don't want. Because you can't actually get to the scrap metal yet. Yeah, over here too would make a great power source too. It's a nice channel. 60 out of 60. I'm just kind of curious where the planks are actually going. Over here. I suppose. So this was a natural. This channel here was a natural one. So all I needed was a double floodgate to lift it high enough to overcome the lid or the See, there's a little cliff here to go over the top, and yeah. So I just needed to get this higher than it to redirect it around it. It's called dirty water, even if if you go back through the um the previous dev blogs, they went through a lot of iterations on the bad water. The early ones had a very bright blood look to them. They were much brighter red. And then they made another one which was way too dark, and yeah, there was a lot of back and forth. That one tree in the field, you can cut it, and you're choosing not to cut it. So what do we got? We got 20 beavers. Oh, yeah. I was trying to figure out, was that like one unoccupied? But no. The third one is homeless. Yeah, it's one free bed, 20 occupied. So I probably do need more of these little storages. Even though I am building bigger ones, it wouldn't hurt to have a few more of these. Eventually, you know, the 15, 17, 20, 30 day droughts are going to hit, and we're really going to need water storage for that. I just evaporated the entire tank. That's why I need so many. They ever actually built one of these? No, no planks have gone into them. One plank has gone into you. No planks have gone into... Yeah, they're all going into this crap. Ah, you just ran out of water. That's not good. At some point I'm going to need another lumber mill to get... yeah, I want to get rid of the wheel and... maybe not get rid of the wheel, move the wheel. Move the wheel there, and then I can get another lumber mill going. Yeah, they can access all that. Good. Yeah, if I can remove the wheel, then I can get another lumber mill in here, and good times can happen. Recruit a new troop to run it. I'm guessing you're basically full. Impressively full on logs. Can't argue with that. I mean, 80 of those is not going to get done anytime soon. Right, you only need one plank. Make me a plank. We'll use them there. Yeah, now that the big trees, the oak trees are coming in, there's a decent amount of lumber supply. Ooh, they're both contributing. I'm getting a lot of signs because so many inventor huts are active too. Wrong game. Yeah, it's a bit of a detail there. I have a feeling most of the planks is getting sunk into gears. That's generally what happens. That's partly why I need another lumber mill. The time, it's like 1.3 hours to 3 hours. But yeah, a lot of them get sunk into gears. So as you start expanding further down the chain, you need more of the earlier buildings. It's not a great ratio, but I tend to do 2 to 1 for gears. Like for every gear workshop, I have 2 lumber mills just to make sure I don't fall short on lumber. Because beyond that, you also need, yeah, the paper mill, which take. Oh no, paper mill takes logs. I thought it took planks. Never mind. It's the punch cards that take planks. Whereas the wood workshop also takes planks, which again needs more lumber mills. There's something that needed a constant drain of planks. I think it was the bots. They need a fairly sizable amount of planks. Yeah, long term, the bot assemblers is the way to go. Get the bots doing work because they don't need to sleep every night, so you can get so much more done with the bots than the beavers. The beaver bots instead of the beavers. All right, 1 day left of this. That water supply is troubling. Just do maximum inventorage. Say 10 days. 10 days. Your trees can hold out for a fair while. I was waiting for something and I've forgotten what it was. Planks. I'm going to go down here, aren't you? Yeah, they're building this over here. You've almost got all your gears. That's actually pretty good. I'm just going to set them all to normal. Right, so this is kind of annoying because I need the bad water to be flushed out before I can lower this. Otherwise it, you know, contaminates the land. Slam. Just wait for that initial surge to come through as it floods the place again. Now you really need to start pumping. And now you really need to move that out the way. All right. Warehouse. Let's just wrangle some stuff here a little bit, like that. There we go. There we go. And we get another lumber mill. Right about there. And that needs to be a now, please. Actually, these need to be a now please as well. What was the large pump was treated planks? This is not happening anytime soon. So what we need is some beaver pumping over here. Uh, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks there. I want to try and get away from relying on these pumps here. That's good. I wasn't sure if I had a use for. It was just sucking had to pull up. No pipes, no. 3-day drought. It's probably going to be a big one. It's still overflowing. That's actually concerning because I'm not recovering water. In fact, just focus on getting these done. How is your... Yeah, you're getting max power because this thing's cranking power. Let's pause you. Yeah, look at that go. They're annihilating the water supply. Okay, in that case... get rid of all that. I was sort of not really focusing on it, but yeah, I do need more pumpers here. This is an urgent thing to get done. There. I mean, it will help with the drought, but I'm worried that we're going to hit a pretty significant drought now. Oh yeah, need haulers to do that. Yeah, try and store up a little bit more water. Let's bring it right up to the top. The dams only hold like 0.65. Yeah, now it's going to flow over again. The dams only hold like 0.65, whereas the floodgates, you can really micromanage them. Again, fiddling with them as a result causes flooding. Someone's supposed to be working there. Yes and no. With needing more beavers, I need more beavers, but at the same time, actually going to start pumping. It says it has. Oh, balls. that's really annoying. I forgot about that. That's what happens when you play the Iron Teeth, because they have a depth of 6. They have the deep water pump. These beavers don't have that. That was a waste. Actually, another thing I do need is a hauler post. Same thing again. Lower that. So, you know, beavers that don't have a specific job can do that. You're a third of the way built. I'll pause that because I think, yeah, we're stocking up on gears now, so that's fine. The big pump, yeah, has a depth of 4, so it should be fine there. It's a good thing I did sort of plan. I was intending on putting a big one there. Just kind of embarrassing that I forgot about that, though. Yep, bottlenecked on the planks again. Aren't they working on anything that's overproduced gets waste in the end? Not really. Nothing really gets wasted in the traditional sense. There isn't anything to really waste or cause waste. Once again, I've filtered this down into, turned this into this end of the water into bad water. Should actually unlock the depth gauge. Not like I'm short on science anymore. You still need 400 and 600. Okay, so I need another 1,000 to unlock that. Oh, you're not actually contributing anything. Okay, so you're no good to me. That is annoying. These are questionable as well. I should have been prioritising the windmill. You live and you learn. Yeah, that bad water's getting... Yeah, see, it's starting to contaminate the ground. It's so rich and concentrated now. Yeah, it's more like a loss of efficiency by beavers idling. We're 16 days as well, so that's a lot. Oh, should have seen it. That's what I want. Unfortunately, I can't do much with that. Need there's like a ramp down there, and then pumps along there. Did you go down there? Yeah. The worst case scenario is if they don't cut trees, they then start backing up, but it is a loss of efficiency. So 353 is on 15 days is not enough. I do need to get the beaver wheel up and running. I completely forgot about that there. I might have screwed things. Let's bring it up to 18. Never seen a beaver reading. No, you'd think they'd be more into chewing on books. I think that actually isn't tooltips, come to think of it. Is it the newspaper doubles as a snack? By putting berries in a basket, the beavers accidentally came up with a tasty dessert. Yeah, because they eat the berries and the basket they go in. Filling while swimming. I mean, it would explain the swimming pool. Oh, I'm an idiot. Helps if you pay attention. What have we got? 200 water for 14 days is nowhere near enough. Alright, so we need 4 planks that hopefully get sunk into this. Nah, don't build that. I mean, I would like that built, but ideally no. There we go. Please build that. 2 tiles. To harvest that there. Survival of the colony kind of depends on getting these built. Can't believe I forgot about the pump depth thing. Alright, things are moving. Excellent. Annoyingly, they have to grab it from storage. They can't grab it from... Can they grab it from here? I'm not sure. Well, the beaver just humps the tree. It looks like he's humping the tree. Alright, we got some water pumping. It's a long way from the district centre, though. Thankfully, I only need to go to there to deliver the water. Should just keep things trucking along, though. That does mean I don't need any of the... Oh, some of you have been invested in. You haven't received planks. You've received a few. This doesn't matter too much. It's the windmill that I really need getting to get built. Got 7 days of water? Yep. Really just need to drain this thing as much as I can actually build a fourth one now. Just need to just drain it as quick as possible. Just get as much water out of it as I can. You're right. I mean, I did have the plan up here, but it was poorly executed. It was very poorly executed. It's just the sphere of harvesting around the plant, the farms. Why the sudden silence? Um, I was taking a sip there for a moment. Not much going on. Oh, good. The windmill's done. Just your into. Oh, okay. There's a bit either way. Right, how are you? You're getting 48 and 4. Okay, so we can probably drain the efficiency a little bit, but turn that one on. We're up to 300 water. I sort of need that now because I need the haulers to start acquiring. Well, it's going to be competing between these two for planks, but I need the haulers to start distributing. I want you to obtain. Ah, you've dried out. Amazingly, this one's held out. And tuned in, wondering if I was muted. Turn the sound up, wondering if I'm muted, and then just fire some cannons. Yeah, I'm going to complain about no haulers, but that's fine. Here we go. Now we got some haulers. And hauler, really. 2 haulers? 2 haulers. Yeah, now we're just going to see if the haulers will start draining. Oh, they'll drain the other ones first. That's fine. How much are they carrying? 11. That's where I need to get their strength up so they can carry more. But got more important things to unlock first. The calm voice rarely stops talking. Yeah, I have this thing about dead air, and it's probably not to my disservice. That does a bit of a disservice to me. Like I'm trying to constantly keep engaging. I don't strictly have to for streams. Like there is quite often a lot of silence. It's not like a YouTube video where you need constant noise and racket. Ah, that's dried out. All right, we're at 7 days and 377 water. Is that enough? Yeah, bangs a pot. What's that? It's like a 10-hour long YouTube video, and it's just random. It's the sound of like a metal bar randomly being dropped into on concrete. And so, like every 45 seconds, 3 minutes later, it's just this loud clang, 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 crash, clang. Some of the horror people use it for impromptu jump scares. I've seen it used. Pretty funny. Yeah, you're maxed out on logs. All right, so we've concentrated all of the water there. So that's our entire water supply. Better to make a video with no commentary in the title from the start? I never really. Do people watch those? There's never been much of a market for those. Like, I've never found them, like, no commentary stuff, very successful. The problem is the, it hasn't talked ever. For a stream, like, there's not much point doing, unless you want to see a specific technique, then a no commentary video is useful. Just thinking, like, there with no commentary, you want to sit, like, if you want to just see gameplay or see something specific, but that means people are only looking at specific components of the video, which is bad for the algorithm. Oh, got paused. Ah, look at that. Build all that. What are we at? 114. Could probably crank it up a little bit again. Clean water. Yeah, all the water's been concentrated to this one there. I think we're safe for water. What do we need? It's at most like 160, 170 or something. So it should be down to like 100, maybe 80. 80 to 100. Yeah, oh, yeah, 80 to 100 left by the time the drought ends. Yeah, I don't need these pumpers as much anymore. I'm going to keep them because they're sort of the last ditch thing, so I don't want to get rid of all of them, but I'll get rid of a few of them. And next step is storing more water to save from the drought. Save like 2 tiles of water here or even more. Just flood this whole thing. That's where I need the dynamite. Blammo. Oh, yeah, still sort of need to be there. A dam to the spillway? That's what I'm thinking. I haven't. Mm, I'm in two minds at the minute. You know what? I think the answer. I think I just answered my own problem. Levy. We really, really want is like that there. Yeah, that there, then that there. Now double floodgate like that. And then we need our thingamabobber along here do. So the reason I did it like that is it gives a little bit more space here, and then eventually I can blow up this section here, and then entirely rely on this. I think that's the way to go. Thinking the same thing? See? Oh, wow. They're almost to the point of building the dam. Which is good, because that'll be a good depletion of the stuff there. How many go into the inventor hut? One. Nope, more workers. And you can go in the inventor hut. Ah, they are working on the dam now. And this is good. This will help keep this hydrated. Can we? No, I don't want to do that yet. I was going to demolish it, but no, the dam needs to be built first because otherwise this will trap bad water. $178 because it got the wind. Oh, I suppose the beaver wheel's going as well. Oh, what does... Oh, you need paper. And you need metal. It's pretty cheap though. Oh, look at that. The berries are starting to dry out. Here comes the bad water. 55 out of 80 of that. Alright, you can finish that. Yeah, we're stocked up on gears, that's fine. Rehydrate the land. I could have paused the farmers too now that I realise. But oh well. As it slowly floods the place. Again. Just got to sort of peel around that. And I do need to unpause these. Hopefully it won't flood too much contaminated water over the top. Yeah, I'm just got to throw everything at it. God knows where the deficit's going to be now. It's pretty close, just over 100. It was not as bad as I was a bit more pessimistic than I needed to be. Really nice to get this thing done. Storing bread. In theory, it should store baked potatoes. Dam just before the dirty water and use the spillway area for farms. Oh yeah, bring it right down here. Potentially. Yeah. I had a different idea in mind for. I was thinking about one of these sides and using the automatic sluices. So have a reservoir up here somewhere because it's nice and high, and maybe sluice down here or possibly over here. I still need to lift this up a tile. I'd like to flood it up a tile. And you're thinking along here, are you? Is that possible? Oh, mind. Yeah, that's what I need that for, because then I can use these. But I need to lift this, flood this up a tile. In fact, I should be investing in levees to bring this all the way up. Like that. So I can flood it up even higher. Need a dam before the dirty water. Saying it's much. Yeah. What have I got for? 600. Good. I was sort of hoping this tree would get itself harvested, but it's not. It's extremely defiant. Yeah, the emergency tree. Broken stone aqueduct. You can build your own. So you do have access to, where is it? Overhangs, and so you can build your own timber and metal replacements for the arches. And then there's also you put on top of that these impermeable floors. So once you've replaced the missing gaps, you can put impermeable floors on it, and you can make this actually flow again. Actually thinking maybe you could run it all the way around, collect this, and then maybe over here add wheels to it. It's more of an iron teeth thing because for this lot you just windmill it. There's no reason to do the water wheels once you get access to the wind turbines. Or actually, better still, is redirect this back the other way and across here, or something like that, or just straight off the map. Yeah, just levy that and just go. Or yeah, levy this and just go straight across. You can't build the aqueduct out of stone though. You have to use timber. 700 for water. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, look at that. Accepting grilled potatoes. Oop. Let's... Oh, you're not necessary anymore. Slam that up as high as possible. Divert it around. Yeah, basically done. I'm not going to micromanage it this time. The water wheel was going backwards there for a moment. And, oh yeah, this one's done. See, look at that. Perfect divide. Perfect divide. Nice. And yeah, it flows down there. So as long as there's not a dam there, then this will never backflow. Managed to get this someday? Has this been in early access for a few years? Yeah, it's been in early access for a while. I think it's a pretty decent as it is. Yeah, I put that down a little while ago just to encourage it. So, before I make too much of a mistake, uh, storage. So we want a large one on top. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that one. Yeah, too far from district, that's fine. What I want is that, and you're going to take carrots. Then we're going to start replacing these with big ones. Replace them with the big boys. The wind condition, last major update, and this version has the last major feature people requested. Oh yeah, the mass transit. Managing these dams, it's once you get it up and running, it's not too bad. And as I say, there is eventually you unlock the sluice, which automates all of your dam work. So you don't need to worry about micromanaging your dams and floodgates. Yeah, it must be getting close. In previous versions, the endgame was just micromanaging floodgates. Like once you build a colony, you could either, you know, re-sculpt the land into what you wanted. You, there was a this is before dirt was added, the dirt excavator and the dirt blocks. So you would just pave the land and then you'd redo it in timber to what you wanted. And beyond that, it was just micromanaging. So we just do some dumb endgame thing, and then that was pretty much it. But now endgame's got a lot more to it. Typically, what I do is I try and max out well-being to the maximum possible score, and that's what we did last time. Was we got the Iron Teeth colony on the mountain map. So what was it? 65, I think was the 63. I think was the old 63 or 65, somewhere around there was the old score. But that was before you had access to the final repopulator. Yeah, this thing is the final. This was added in the previous update. This is like the ultimate endgame thing as building this thing. It is expensive as all else to unlock and very expensive on resources to build. It takes a long time to build. I've built a Fountain of Joy before though. Proper amount of flexing excess. Now though, this is sort of where we get into the mid game, as we don't have enough industry to really get things done in a hurry. I'm going to pause you just to get some signs rolling again. And saying that, we can unlock low dynamite because we're going to need tech points to unlock more. I need to think about an observatory. So observatories are far more efficient than inventors. See, inventor, 1 hour of work turns into 1 science, whereas an observatory turns, well, less than an hour into 10 science. So it's for, what is it, 4 beavers, I think? Yeah, 4 beavers to run an observatory produces 10 science, more than 10 science an hour instead of these, which only produce 4 an hour. The problem is it needs to be connected to power, which is a bit of an issue. We do need to work on getting that unlocked as well, so I can get the better windmill going, which only needs gears. So yeah, I need science points basically. Got grumpy after I don't have that much time to play myself, it seems. It's pretty much the way to go with games it's really interesting. I've seen a few people comment on, I know this is getting into a bit more of a meta commentary, is that there's so many games available now, it's kind of overwhelming. The amount of time potentially you can sink into games is ridiculous. It's actually kind of unhealthy. Because back in the day, like you would only, you would, a big library would only be like 20 games back in the day. You would not have that many. Like even if you rate in 16-bit consoles, you would only have a small handful, probably even less than that, like 10 games, 5 to 10 games at most, that you would actually play. Ah, that first bit dried out. I'm trying to think, like if anyone had Nintendo, an original Nintendo, like what games did you play? You probably only like 5, really. Ah, farm's done. Farm's all used up. We need to unpause you as well. Don't know what these games cost Australia, but they were 70 in the States. That would have been similar. I don't remember what they cost. Uh, it was similar to actual games. I remember N64 games being similarly priced to actual games. So 60 to 70. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is game cartridges were not cheap. Like, it's kind of weird in that game prices haven't changed for the better part of 30 years. Yeah, that's the thing, is that once you factor in inflation, a $90 game or let's say $70 game in 1995 is a $70 game in 2025. And like it, the effect is that the price has gone down, or the effective price has gone down because of inflation. Maybe it was actually better without save games. It was an actual entertainment, not something to keep. Yes and no. Save games were a major improvement. Because games without save games were really just you only play it for like 30 minutes, an hour or something. Because there's only so many times you can do the same thing over and over again because you're restarting so many times. Yeah, some games have. In fact, most games had some kind of storage for battery or battery back storage because they didn't have flash memory cheap flash memory back then. They did have flash memory, it was just not cheap. And yeah, I'm just slowly watching the water, but no, it's fine. We're only 2.7 days left. Still plenty of food. All right, you are done and you are done because these are all dead now. Where was I going with that before? Thinking, thinking trains derailed. And we need 500 for that. Actually, nearly cleaned the place out. This is good. Yeah, World of Warcraft is an interesting one because to really commit to it, you need to know life the game, which sort of it's always self-destructive because and also times you can actually see that too in the way times have changed, in that people just want quick matches now. They don't want you don't want to spend a week prepping for a raid that you spend 3 days doing. At the same time, that's just like it's you can't just do WoW on a weekend, a classic WoW on a weekend. Like you got to know life the game 24/7 for like 4 weeks to then do a raid as a group, which is again like multiple days long. It's kind of ridiculous. It's unhealthy. Nintendo cartridge with multiplayer. What did I say? Oh yeah, save game discs. So you'd have a some games came with dedicated save game discs. Normally you would just otherwise supply your own, but some games were fancy and would actually come with a disc. I think Ultima's like that. It comes with like it's like this game disc and a saves disc. What are you building there? You don't need to be there. Right, 0.4 of a day left. 400, just under 400 water remaining, and food is only just starting to really slide. Got a lot of grilled potatoes are really shine. You got to get to grilled potatoes or whatever needs to be cooked um, as soon as possible. It makes such a difference. So yeah, we're out of stuff to harvest. Demolish you, just whatever. Fine. Set that to 0.185. Set this to 2. A little bit of contamination, but it should flush it out eventually. Yeah, and now we can really store just a teeny bit more water. There it goes. You need to get busy again. And you lot need to get busy again. And I'm happy with the state of the beavers right now, so the beavers can get busy again. Well, landed in the right place at the right time to have the success similar to Among Us got popular during lockdown. Yeah, because Among Us had actually come out in 2017, and like its initial, I remember seeing people play that back in like 2017, 2018, and yeah, just sort of picked up at the right time. Yeah, WoW came out at just the right time as EverQuest was spinning down, and people were getting off RuneScape, and people were far more willing to commit to just no life in games because people used to no life Quake like crazy. And that's the sort of other thing that I was leading into was that people tended back in the day people tended to just no life games so much more than they do now because the games were kind of hostile to they were hostile to your to a healthy lifestyle. It's partly why I always avoided WoW. I mean, I'm not WoW's not super interesting to me anyway, so I got that going for me. But yeah, I sort of deliberately avoided it because it was not good. Yeah, you're oh wow, just a little bit of surginess again. Yeah, it's got a weeble wobble again, seesaw back and forth. Right, you're seeing planks, good. Yeah, to really commit to this, lifting up another tile. Oh, I gotta lift you up a tile as well. I'd probably build another layer behind it. So what I mean by that is I'll probably just go right along there to raise it up even higher. Yeah, do that. Something like that there. It's really what you need to do is just build a giant storage area, and that deals with water forever. Then all I need after that is a sluice to not send water down when it's above a certain amount of contamination, but maintain a level like 0.4 or something, and that keeps it fed. I'll start getting ready for the night out at the movies. Oh, nice. Leave tab open. You know, it's funny you say that. We need to finish in about 20 minutes anyway. But I hope you enjoy your night out, Michelle. Does sound like fun. Enjoy your night. Such a stupid game. Yeah, what did I get out of Among Us? I got nearly like 120 hours out of it. It did become very samey though. And I never got into the town stuff. The town stuff wasn't very fun. It became one of those junk for the sake of junk type thingamies. You had just so many roles, and you had the mental gymnastics to keep up with how each role interacted with each other role. Just I don't like. It's like that in what's the Gmod one, Trouble in Terrorist Town, and stuff like that. I'm gonna shuffle you over slightly. Kind of want to put the pile closer to source, and I'll also do two of them. There we go. Oh god, 3-day bad tide. I think we'll end when the bad tide starts. That might be the goal. Oh, I never started you. Started up the spatter dock. Crank up those. Ah, empty. Ooh. Oh. Logs. And more logs, please. Half hack where the lobby owner could make a lobby in a normal game, but with mods, but it first got broken, they made it overcomplicated. Yeah, there was like 50 roles or something. It was so stupid. What a low priority those. The other thing that we need is, yeah, a 2-tile Kajiga. I'll just go down the one side for now. Yeah, and that lets us access this thing. Unfortunately, I forgot about the other side, so it's a lot easier to shuffle everything over it. Well, this whole place is going to get rebuilt anyway, realistically speaking. Alright, you're done. Yeah. So now, large warehouse. We want another one there. One there, and one there. So what I'm sort of aiming for is the cooked one on the bottom and then the raw one on top. Moderately high priority at 800 something water, so hopefully we can survive a bad tide. 24 beds now. First played it was only because you were drunk. You did, to play that, really play that game, you really did need to come with the mindset of it just being, like, drunk or just don't try. Just be as not serious as possible with it. You can't take it seriously. Alright, you're done again, I think. For good this time. Which is good because I need the logs anyway to invest elsewhere. Alrighty. Le bad tide is le here. I guess we're going to see, well, 20 days. That's a lot of bad tide. And I need you to go down. Yeah, things are getting serious now. This is where things get really serious. And next step is I need to lift these up a tile. Thankfully, they're, well, not really. Actually, no. No. What I said before still stands in that, you need metal, don't you? Yeah, you do. So, like, you'd put sluices, or I would put sluices along here. I'll probably, I'd like to put dirt blocks there, but I probably can't. Probably, if anything, what I would do is sluices along here and then blow up this, just to sort of contain it a little bit. Why is the ground cracking? That's the contamination from the bad water. So the bad water contaminates the ground. It's the opposite of hydration. So yeah, the water greens the land. The bad water does the opposite. It contaminates the ground and kills everything that hits it. So that's already pre-deaded. But yeah, so it just obliterates everything. I could actually lift it up even higher, this whole area. I'd have to dam back there. It's like if I wanted to lift the whole thing up even higher, I'd have to dam there. It gets really annoying because I'd need to... Maybe that's the next thing to do, is redirect everything. Just get the bad water right out the way. Like, redirect it around, up high. It's an interesting, like, dirt structure there too. Just the 4 pillars of dirt. Annoyingly, they're building those, but it's kind of got to accept it. Because I don't have any planks, because you're not got any workers. Surprise, surprise, I don't have any workers. I can probably save some workers because these water pumpers aren't going to do anything anytime soon. 2, 4, 2, 4, yep. Yeah, I want these lumberjacks going so I can get rid of that. Build a path over here, dig that out so I've got a little bit more, a reserve of water there. Not that I can really do much with it. But yeah, this is going to be a tough one. This is a long route. Power can unlock you because it's fairly cheap. Or 1400. So next long-term project that I want to commit to is more windmills. This is going to be expensive. I'm going to put them right up here out the way. And I want to build a whole bunch of them. elbow around there. And that means I can actually run stuff like the thingy. We're down to 727. I am slightly worried about the water supply, but we'll see how we do. How are you looking? 29 out of 80. There's so many blanks go into those. Oh, I forgot. Underground. Oh, it's for bulk only underground. The underground. So this is specifically for the underground pile is specifically for this faction. But yeah, it's bulk stuff only, like logs. Could just mark them for deletion realistically. Yep. I forgot about the whole unpausing thing. I was just looking at the panel. Food. I'm not sure which is going to be the biggest issue. Food or it's a good thing that I've got food up and running. We've got a decent amount of grilled potatoes and carrots in the big storage. Store berries. You store potatoes. You store spadadoc. Dandelions, cattail roots, spadadoc. And you have grilled spadadoc somewhere. There it is. Unfortunately, this can only make one type of thing at a time. Then we need a bakery that makes bread. Oh yeah, maple pastries, that's right. What do you need? Wheat flour. Yeah, from wheat. But you also need a mill to mill the wheat into wheat flour and cattail flour. What was it? Cattail flour plus log is cattail crackers. Basically need at least 3 bakeries. Basically. Probably line them up along here. So rotate this one 90 degrees, line it up with a whole bunch of others. Ah, there's more injured beavers than there are beds again. Now, I think next thing I'm going to push for is the observatory. I would appreciate it if the beavers didn't work on this straight away. This is a long-term project. I should have been paying attention to that. Raising the water height even higher. Aha. I don't think they're ever going to get to that. I mean, they're probably close enough. Don't actually need to demolish that too. Gison!
Boop.
Orb. How you doing? Thank you very much for that. 79 whole months. Thank you very much for that. That big old resub. How you doing? Right, priority now, please. And demolish that, please. And technically, just removing the one will do. Not bad, just chilling. Nice. It is almost... Oh, and we just dried out. It is almost lunchtime. We're at 52 out of 80. Does that mean? Yeah. Starting to see this get done. Yep, there goes the farm. Well, lumberjack time it is. Should at least get some more timber for all that going. What are we at? 1100 food. I think we're safe for food. That's 100 food a day, which is way more than we need. I forgot what the numbers were that you said before. Can I still scroll up and see? 2.67 food, 2.13 water, so 3 water food. So if we have 22 beavers for 10 days, so it's 200 something food and 200 something. So we just barely have enough water. Wow, that's actually a very marginal amount of water. You know what? I'm going to highly encourage another water pot like here or something. Somewhere. It's a very good idea. These are very inefficient at the end of the day. Probably another one over here. But that can be a super duper low priority, not a... Probably even to the point where we don't really use it. Alright, ooh, one of the shafts is ready. These are going to really struggle on planks though. Yeah, they're struggling on planks. Go. There's going to be like another lot there. I don't think I could put one... Oh, I can put one there. They've got to be 2 tiles apart from each other. Like there, and then there, and then there. And I think from memory the big ones are the same size. I think. I'm going to pause you. Yeah, because you're just filling up storage right now. That means you lot can run them. And something like that. I like the new vertical power shaft. It's pretty cool. Alright, I think we're safe for this bad tide. I think that's what we can say for sure. 20. Aren't you supposed to do like hauling and stuff when you're not busy? Is there a small loss along the shafts? Not that I'm aware of. It's all just constant. I mean, I've built huge networks that span like whole grids of it that span the entire map, and underneath the streets of Beaver Towns, and not had any issues.
I mean, eventually you generate so much that you can overcome any kind of losses that exist. Yeah, as far as I know, the game doesn't simulate any kind of loss. Never has. It's like you can put these things underground. It doesn't matter. Aha. All built. Oh, they actually built the platforms there too. I don't hate it. But I would prefer them focus on something else instead of that. Maybe, use the planks over here, perhaps? But anyway, I need to get out of here. It is just rolled over lunchtime, 12 o'clock. So I'm going to leave it there for today. We should continue this on, hopefully tomorrow. Oh, probably earlier. Yeah, we'll see how we saw how we survive the rest of the bad tide and see. Oh, I'm typing in the wrong thing. There, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it. That's it. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna end the YouTube side here now, and then we're gonna go on a raid for Twitch. Probably gonna go say hi to Mr. Reyes, who is playing some Microtopia at the minute. Which is a game that just came out. It's a mechanical ant colony-based game, but also a bit of a production factory type game. Quite interesting. I don't actually know much about the later game. I did play the demo on my own ages ago. So yeah, we're gonna go raid him, and I'm gonna go get some lunch. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, hanging out, throwing down those subs and those follows, and I shall see you tomorrow. And bye bye for now. Oh yeah, raid messages. Make sure you use those raid messages.